guys, welcome to my video, and my voice may sound a little bit down because it's nearly midnight and I'm recording this video at like 12 a.m. so please understand the audio for this video. As the title said, this video is basically all about max speed Orochi versus max power, and as you guys can kind of see, what I'm kind of showing you guys is me setting up to have all the speed mods, speed pilot skills, along with a nitro unit, so that I get the max speed. And for the max damage Orochi, I have all the damage pilot skills to the max tier, and I have nuclear amplifier and double overdrive, and that seemed to be like the max power setup for nearly most builds. And I forgot to show you guys the drone setup, but it's basically all of my drones have double on repair damage. And yeah, let's just basically see how we did here. I was really surprised at the speed, and of course the damage Orochi was pretty amazing. I actually decided to make this video and set this up because I was kind of sick and tired of shells after shells. So I was kind of thinking, what kind of build could I make to really melt down all the shells? I tried the Behemoth Ember, which was kind of fun to run, but the mobility was kind of limiting, so I ended up deciding to build basically two different extreme Orochi. Now, Orochi is fast itself, so even the damage loadout will still be pretty fast, and having the microchip on repair damage microchip made a max speed Orochi pretty powerful. Now the contrast between these two Orochis is definitely an interesting topic, because I'm sure a lot of you guys will like different Orochi. Maybe most of you guys will like the damage Orochi a little bit more, but I'm sure there are people out there liking the max speed Orochi, because people have different playstyle. Now, max speed Orochi was very interesting. At the moment, I'm using maxed power Orochi, so it's really like this build right here melted that Fafnir with one salvo of double ember. Okay, back to what I was talking about, max speed Orochi. That was almost like running like a Loki. You could go because you're faster than everyone else. You're just going beacon after beacon. Even in beacon rush, it worked like Loki. And whenever you're ready to fight, you can just kind of come out and fight. So I guess it's like Loki with two heavy weapons almost. But definitely unique, and it definitely worked in beacon rush in solo. And my second build that I run here is the Glacier Orochi, and this is the max speed Orochi, so I can just kind of pop out of there really fast. Between these two setups, of course, the damage Orochi was definitely much easier to use, but the max speed Orochi was really messing with the enemies if you used it right. Like always with most robots, special ability cooldown, you really have to be patient, and you kind of have to rely on the stealth for the speed Orochi. Of course, for the max power Orochi, it relies on stealth as well, but because you're going off so fast that you sometimes, there are a lot of things to see on your screen when you're playing with max speed Orochi, so you kind of sometimes forget about your ability, and that's probably the main reason why I died pretty fast with this setup. And this game was my first game playing just this hanger. So I was a little bit rusty here and there, I guess, using this. There was a little bit of learning curve on using the max speed Orochi. Now this is another speed Orochi, and this is actually a good example here that I kind of wanted to show you guys. And I don't think it's quite this part that I wanted to talk about, but I think after facing this Aojun, I faced an Arthur, and we attacked Arthur in different angles right here. I kind of went in there because I have lockdown on this Orochi. I have paralysis, so it locks enemies down, so I wanted to lock it down while Arthur's shield was open. And I definitely think after this part was kind of important to show, but at the moment I am just attacking this Arthur, locking that Arthur down again. And what was crazy with the Orochi was how the Hydra, or the rockets, built-in rockets, can curve up and smash on Arthur over its shield. So I kind of thought maybe that with lockdown was pretty decent on Arthur. Now I think this is the part that I kind of want to mention, that I kind of been waiting for. So if you have like half of your health, maybe less, and you want to spawn into your Titan, you could, with the speed Orochi, you could chase down like this hawk, for example, and kill it before you drop your Titan. And I don't drop my Titan here because this is a Orochi video and I wanted to spawn into another Orochi, but the speed is so fast that you could, when you're fine with sacrificing that bot, you can just zoom through all the enemies and basically delete whatever the counter robot to your next robot, and I guess your next pick will be much easier to maneuver. So I am just attacking this Aojun, and I think this is a hawk. And after using this, if you have this much speed on Orochi, and if you have this much speed, distance isn't really a big deal. You can gap, you can close up on enemies really fast, and you can even get out of enemies range really fast. So to do more damage, you might as well have weapon that does more damage, and that's usually close range weapons. So I felt that maybe when you're using the speed Orochi, unless you're playing team deathmatch, I definitely rather have close range weapon rather than this weapon, incinerator. So for the next game, I changed my hanger a little bit. I changed one of my Orochi to Redeemer, and I think I use Hell as well, which is a close range weapon, but of course it's one of the new weapons, so I had it in there. Okay, trying to just end this game with the Fafnir, and of course the Fafnir is the most dominant robot at the moment, I believe. But one thing I do like about Fafnir is its built-in weapons damage output only goes up when enemies shoot at you. So basically you have to kind of bait enemies and earn that extra damage, which is still enormous amount of damage, but at least you have to do something. But yeah, and I think the strength of the Fafnir is not only its damage, but its speed. Being up in the air and being this much fast is definitely crazy. And yeah, I will fast forward this part, and the next game is, I think, is more interesting. I don't do that much more damage, but I think I maneuvered the Orochi a little bit better in this game. So definitely look for that contrast in playstyle between the two Orochi that I really wanted to feature in this video. Yeah, another thing to point out that I just kind of thought of was with the damage Orochi, you're more stationary at certain position with the cover. In the speed Orochi, you could really freestyle, so if you are thinking of whatever Orochi build that you want to have fun with, definitely check this video out, and kind of decide for yourself what kind of Orochi that you want to build. But if you want to have fun, definitely build something extreme and use the strength on that for that bot. Okay, now the shells melting, and of course having repair kit is great, but because of the microchips. But the absorber chip is just, everyone has the absorber shield chip, so it's not like a death button. And plus, you just saw it now, last stand exists as well. So but as far as executing and then going through killing like one robot that you wouldn't like on the battlefield, Orochi has the speed to do it. So of course Scorpion can do it as well, but Orochi has more firepower, so you could go against Titans as well. And the built-in weapons, of course, annoys the crap out of the Fafnir. And yeah, basically this, as I said before, the max speed Orochi is like Loki. Now this is not the max speed Orochi, this is the max damage Orochi. And of course the Redeemers, they kept getting buff, but then after everyone using the Redeemers on the Aojun, like several months ago, basically, well, not several months ago, like last year, it's been like probably like a year or more, everyone using the Redeemer Aojun, I guess they thought it was too dominant of a weapon, so they nerfed it. But I think this Orochi has the ghost, and of course that raises its speed of its weapons being fired. And yeah, it's just like a different weapon on the Orochi. And of course at this point I basically not ran out of, but said everything that I really wanted to say as far as two different styles of Orochi. So yeah, that was basically what I had in mind, what I wanted to talk about. And what do you guys think about these two different types of Orochi? I'm sure that most people prefer the damage one, but I mean, the speed one, the max speed Orochi, I still had damage on repair, microchips, 2 of them, and lockdown because of the paralysis. But the speed Orochi, you can really freestyle. Yeah, so basically Loki with great heavy firepower Loki. Who would have thought we would have that like last year? Anyways, I will just talk about random things now because I feel like I'm repeating myself. Of course, because of like the pandemic, like I'm taking a couple like Zoom classes, and yeah, it's just like watching the screen just for so long, it just hurts my eye. So like I probably need like a blue screen protector glasses or something, so that I can make or robots videos more often. Because after Zoom meetings, like several hours of them, Zoom classes, it's so horrible. Like I mean, I could like work out at the gym, but like I can't look at my phone or the screen. Plus I wasn't even tired. I was definitely hungry, but I wasn't even tired. But it's just my eyes alone just gets tired before the rest of my body. So it's just a weird pandemic experience. And my family goes on like a vacation once a year, at least once a year. But like the whole pandemic situation, we can't go abroad, so we're kind of going to like, we rented this place. We're spending at like a waterfront place this weekend, which should be nice, but yeah, kind of bummed out that we can't go like to some place tropical. The only beach I get is on power plant Beacon A. And it's like factory water. So yeah, anyways, that was like, yeah, this is Speed Orochi, and I felt like skiing on Dead City on like a flat ground. I'm building this on my own account. That's what I mean. It's pretty fun. Maybe this is like indirect Usain Bolt experience, because he's like so fast, and I'm like, with this Orochi, I'm faster than everyone else. It would be funny if someone watched the beginning of this video and me trying to like talk about two different styles, and at the end if they skip to the end of this video, I'm just talking about random things after saying all the stuff. That would just be weird. But if you are that person, just watch from the beginning. And thank you everyone for watching my video, and press that like button and subscribe to my channel. More good contents are coming. But this weekend I'm gonna be having fun on the family trip. See you guys.